And to go further into this, if we're being kept away from our true self, or our true sense of love, or our true sense of flow, connection, we can call it anything we want, then we're essentially just being broadcasted into a perceptual reality untrue to our own. And this is powerful to comprehend, is that when we're being broadcasted, or our sense of attention is being observed, the reality is we might be it's very controversial, but imagine in an imagination sense, we might be from, another planet. And yeah, that's not a really good analogy, but as long as we can focus on our heart and our heart's sense of imagination, we can start to resonate with our original sense of imagination. When we're living in this world, we're massively persuaded to think and to perceive life in a way that is so manipulated. It's a very manipulated, or you could say, we're channeled to just perceive and think in a certain bracket of imagination, a certain sense of, you could say, thought range. We're not designed, or we're not encouraged to think outside of the box, because the people who are thinking outside of the box are the very people who understand what's keeping them in the box. Because if you're kept in the box, then you don't know. You're basically just living life for everything that we're taught and everything that we're convinced. And it's not a negative, but the truth is that when you're living in the box, you don't want to believe anything outside of the box, because the box is the very thing that's telling you that it's not true. It's like a box of ignorance, And so it's kind of a little bit, if you want to get out of the box, or if you want to start thinking from a different point of attention, a different frame of thinking, or having a look at a different angle, you could say, it's so important to focus the attention on the heart, because the heart obtains the sense of, the heart obtains the code to start transmitting the signal to our true sense of originality. And once we can connect to our truth, because our true sense of originality lives within the heart. And when we can start to formulate and start to generate enough awareness from the heart, then we can truly connect to our true originality, which is a sense of awareness. It's a sense of awareness, and that awareness will generate the essence to have that second feeling, have that second, our minds can talk so much shit, but our hearts can actually generate that sense of space that just says, you know what, that doesn't feel right, So it's so important to, question and, start to generate some space and start to think of the heart and start to think of the love and the positivity and the happiness and start to generate some, truth, self-truth. What are we doing today? How are we going to generate a different day? How are we going to feel good today? How are we going to blossom today? These emotions, or these, seeds that we can generate from our heart, then we can use them in our minds. But if we're not giving our minds these ideas or these seeds, the truth comes from the heart, but it's the mind. We need to learn to control the mind, because if we're not having the control of the mind has the control of us.